US with its doctors, its engineers, its MBA students, what is the worldview like for humanities students? We've been talking forever on how liberal arts needs more appreciation in India, why we as a country should be taking humanities subjects far more seriously than we do. We are here at Kanda Nehru College to try and get a sense of just that with some students here who have very strong views on this. I'll get started right away. How many of you sort of find it frustrating, even sort of angst-inducing, when you sort of see how people look at humanities students? I remember in my time, it used to be one of the most annoying things I had ever had to handle, like annoying.
Yeah, people don't look at it. They don't have a view on it. They just think that it's not of, because I can't even blame them, because right now the market is very important and people definitely go for MBA and everything, so they don't really appreciate what we are doing. So that's what I think.
For such a great pity.
And it's also it's a debate that has been going on since I think I was in school. It's
even
like
before I was in school. So.
I know it's something, and still now, even now when I'm about to graduate, still people are not open-minded about the subject. They don't even know clearly what are the options about the subject. Like clearly there are people who actually need to learn something about the subject because there's so much more, and I think it's really important for people to actually acknowledge the subject now. It's time. It's really time.
One thing is very important. It's not just a woman-centric profession. People think
they still
that
think
for
that.
a woman,
Yes,
it's
yes,
the best
yes,
profession.
absolutely.
It's a free will profession.
Absolutely.
Any can take
That's
it.
very well put. In fact, we spoke to design students recently, and among them were some men who said that everyone looks at me and says, "Are you gay? Is that why you're in design?" Which is, of course, such a cliche.
I'd like to say that when I passed my 10th standard and when I got good marks, luckily, I was expected to take science automatically. Everybody is like, you got a 10 CGPA, so are you going to take science now? Or are you going to take humanities? Humanities is not an option, so go for science. So that's the kind of thinking people have or had. Maybe that's changed
Then
a
how
little.
did you crack that? Then how do you sort of like
I
work on
actually
convincing
did
them?
end up taking science because I liked science, but now I'm an economics student, so you discover yourself in between. So
Nice to have the freedom to be able to do that as well. Carry on.
I am a student of BA program. As you know, BA program is very underestimated. But when you actually see the course, there are two main subjects that you study. I'm studying psychology and marketing. What a great combination it is. A psychology student would never, get an opportunity to explore marketing if he's doing the psychology honors. I don't know why the stereotype is there that BA program student means you're a very low grade student. That's really sad.
That really is that one. Yeah. Go ahead.
I think one of my, I had a senior and she was from the humanities background, and she was the head girl of my school. Actually, we used to think that how is it possible that a student from the humanities section could be the head girl. But when we used to look at her, she was so confident. She had knowledge about science as well as humanities section, as well as the commerce section, apart from being from the humanities background. And that is what is good. That is what makes us think in a positive manner towards that thing. Because as Kritika mentioned it, that when you get a good CGPA, then your parents, your relatives, they start looking upon you as taking science and becoming teachers.
I see what you're saying. At the end of the day, of course, it is largely who you are. What you study is, of course, very important, but it's largely who you are. Can we get a mic across there in the front row, please, and then at the back?
Before that, I'd like to add something. And the present trend is that most of the colleges that offer art subjects and humanities subjects are girls' colleges. When it comes to co-ed colleges and boys' colleges, most of them only offer commerce or other engineering or other profession. Yeah. So that is a basic trend that is there because of this basic notion that is there in everyone's mind that it is girls who prefer humanities and arts. So that is another important concern that has to be addressed.
The sad part is that they don't know about the existing subjects that we study, and then they criticize it. If you don't know about something, it's really not fair that you criticize about it, or rather than discussing the subjects.
How do you handle such sort of reaction? Not to say criticism, but how would you handle such sort of reaction?
I actually did. I took science for a year. But in 11th, I went to my parents and I told them that I cannot do this. I dropped a year, went back to humanities. I topped in my school, and
oh wow, okay.
Yeah, and I'm really
More
proud
power
about
to
that
you, yes.
because that's something I did, and that's something I'm good at, and and my teachers. Thankfully, they were so supportive, and I actually, developed as a person. I went for debates and theater and dance,
Right.
and my perspective.
We just need to sort
changed.
of open our minds to it. We'll just pass
Exactly.
the mic on at the back here, please.
I just wanted to say that when you top in your school in humanities, people are like humanities में करना क्या होता है जो तुम इतना टॉप करके इतना वो हो रहे हो तो आई जस्ट वांटेड टू से दैट आई थिंक दिस इज़ अ सब्जेक्ट जिसमें तुम्हें मैक्सिमम पढ़ना होता है एक्चुअली में बिकॉज इन कॉमर्स यू जस्ट हैव टू डू योर कैलकुलेशंस एंड यू डोंट हैव टू रिमेंबर एनीथिंग इट्स ऑन स्पॉट
You think now we are being guilty of doing the same thing that they do about humanities subjects? Is that half the problem? Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
The most bewildering sort of myth that exists is that usually people think if you take up humanities, you have restricted options after your education, which is not true because if you take humanities, you can be just about anything. You can be a journalist, you can be a writer, you can be a teacher, just about anything that you really imagine. So that's the perk of being a humanities student.
I'd like to say that humanities has not been integrated into the main system of education because a student at school level is not incentivized to understand the concept of humanities. I mean, their humanities subjects are always understood to be highly academic subjects and they are not understood from a professional point of view. And if I have supposing research pursuits in future, so there's lack of research opportunities in India. I mean, and I'm lost, in the ruckus.
Yeah, I'm sure that you speak for many students when you sort of say that you do feel a little lost. Research opportunities, of course, being another big failing.
And now that we've established that the humanities are largely underestimated, I think the reason that now they've become a more pressing issue is because we live in a world where there is already enough technology, already enough scientific development, and we need thinkers. We need people who understand the repercussions of technology and are able to interpret it. So I think more than scientists, engineers, this is a time where we need politicians who know what they're doing. We need humanities graduates.
And we're looking at arts, we're looking at liberal arts, we're talking so much about liberal arts, also sort of making it quite clear that what would we as a society be if all of us were just doctors and engineers and had a head for numbers. I mean, it would just be, in my opinion, dull and very boring. And, I think the whole idea of having vibrancy in society is there should be enough variety.
Yeah, actually variety is needed. For that matter, if I talked about my school, which was St. Xavier's in North, like civil lines, they don't even have humanities as a subject in 11th now. There are no more students who are opting for it. Even if they want to opt for it, they are not given a chance because even the parents feel that it's a low profile. And when a middle class family, like parents, make you study in a private school, they expect you to become doctors and engineers and have like good profiles and not pursue.
Right. And I can see it from the parents' point also because they've invested a great deal, and I think that parents have a lot of explaining to do to the world at large also, so I can understand, but that's again a comment on the system that we have at present.
Ma'am, personally, I believe that it's just a matter of choice and what you like. So at the end of the day, you must pursue what you love and not what will give you a future in. Because it's not like we don't have career opportunities if we've taken up humanities or subjects like liberal arts. But then it just comes down to one thing, that certain people have an aptitude for number. Hence, they can go for maths. Certain people have an aptitude for science. Hence, they can take that subject. Everyone has got their own forte and their own creativity to work on. And therefore, I really don't think that, taking up humanities means that you're any less capable of doing anything else.
Do you, for instance, and I'm going to ask everyone that, but do you, for instance, feel the need to often, if not all the time, sort of justify your choice? Like say, I took it because X, Y, Z. Yes, is that true can we just get a show of hands? And is that true for the majority, that you're raising your hands to say that most of you have to constantly explain that I did this because I, blah, blah, blah?
Basically, I am right now doing my master's in development communication. So there are hardly 2 colleges in India that offers a course in that. And every time I say someone that I'm doing development communication, the question that comes back is, what is it? But if you're doing any other profession that has to do with commerce or engineering, everyone is aware about it. So there are a lot of humanities subjects which people are not even aware of. So that is also one of the important.
Also being offered by just two colleges.
I think
2 or 3, how perhaps how fledgling or neat perhaps it is. Maybe by the time you finish your masters, there'll be more sort of awareness around this.
basically I'm a commerce student, but on part of humanities students, I would like to say that they're putting the same efforts. Their parents are putting the same amount of money. They're studying a lot of subjects. They're gaining knowledge. So they just need to be acknowledged the way we are. So just give them time, give them space, and they'll show the world definitely that they are important.
And ma'am, I think that people, like you said, we have to justify. It's because people think that there are not options after taking up humanities. They probably think that science and commerce is going to offer you a good profession, a good, as in a good, it's going to give you a career. People think humanities doesn't have very good options or very good future. That is why they don't prefer taking it. And then pressure from your family, from your relatives, from your peers. When you say that I want to take up humanities, they're like, it's not meant for you. It's for people who do not score good marks. It is that general perception and built-in thing in your root in your mind that humanities is for students who do not score good, and then you won't get a good profession after taking up humanities. And
Right. So why do you want to try it? Yeah.
I would like to say something really different. I'm a mathematics honors student. I'm a science student. And it is a stereotype that we always have this aura of arrogance around us and we underestimate the humanities students. But truly it's not like that. Me or all of my friends, all science students, we really respect them. I would really like to say this to them also. Let us maintain this mutual respect for each other's stream. We that they also put in a lot of efforts.
Right, that's of course good to know, and that is the kind of mindset that we are hoping more will get. But of course, it's not so much about individuals as perhaps, you know, the large numbers out there.
Adding on to the point about justification, my mother was a teacher in my school and she supported my choice for arts, but I know for a fact that the other teachers also went to her and asked me to change, asked for her to convince me to change my course, because parents also need to justify their child's choice. That is something that is very prevalent in our society.
A lot of parents have a problem when the child takes up humanities, saying you're a smart student, why are you taking up humanities, why not take something like commerce? So there's always this stereotype that if you've taken up humanities, you're dumb. You don't have aptitude for numbers, you don't have aptitude for chemicals or anything. So that stereotype really needs to go, because even smart people need something like humanities, because it's a very analytical subject. You have to analyze and think, and that takes a lot of mind thinking.
Right, I'm going to just be slipping into a quick break now. We're coming back to continue our conversation, of course, with humanities, why we're still perceiving humanities and the arts through the prism of perhaps inadequacy, about not being good enough, when they're of course the kind of streams that we need to encourage even more in India at present. Slipping into a quick break, back with more.